Good morning, YouTube. Hello to all of my viewers, subscribers, all you little pedos out there, goblins, trolls, whoever's viewing. Good morning. Well, what an interesting week it's been. Very, very interesting. Today's video, I'm going to be taking the opportunity, and first of all, the title of today's video is going to be Full Disclosure. And by the end of today's video you will know exactly why I've chosen that title. I am also taking this week's video opportunity to put some real information out about my past, full disclosure, from a teenager right up to now. So it's going to be interesting, it's going to be fact filled, it's going to be full of evidence, not slander. And I must say a massive thank you. One of the reasons why I'm doing today's video such as I am, you have to forgive me, I think I've got some sinus issues or something, and before anyone says anything, no, it's called sinusitis, it's not down to cocaine use. I haven't used cocaine. I used it probably once or twice when I was a teenager, but that's as far as my dealings with cocaine went. Never sold cocaine. I've taken the odd line or two when I was younger, as I've just mentioned, but as far as selling it, yeah, well, you can make your own minds up. Today's going to be all about me, for a change, and also the opportunity to give all of the journalists that apparently have been alerted to me and my story and everything else regarding me, the opportunity to save themselves some time in research. So effectively what I want to do is just go through some stage by stage times in my life. But to start with, let's show everyone that again. This is my criminal disclosure document from 2013. As you can see, convictions, none. Cautions, none. Other relevant information, none. Other government information, not applicable at this level of disclosure. No criminal record. Get that? Understand that? Right. Journos, do yourself a favour, take a copy of that. I don't know why I should be doing this, but due to the situation that is apparent at the moment, I seem to have somebody that seems to be very, very obsessed, and is very rude and is very nasty, and has now put the certain female members of my family in a certain amount of anxious fear. So the reason that I'm doing this full disclosure is because of the situation with the female members in my family. We had a family meeting and it was decided that this needed to be reported to the police. Obviously I didn't want to have any contact with the police because of obviously what's happened and what I've shown over the years of being on YouTube, etc, etc. But I'm not going to be having female members of my family ridiculed and living in fear in their own home because of some fucking twat on the internet. So let's start from the beginning, and once again there is a crime report number being generated, so it's now in the hands of the authorities. So let's see how effective they can actually be in doing their fucking job that they're paid for, that they take an oath to do. Time will tell. Well, let's go way back. Way back. Way back to 1988. In 1988, I was 16. And I was at college. Catering College, to be precise. And there's my certification. You don't get these no more. You don't do sitting guilds no more. This is my 706 Part 1 General Chefing that I was awarded in June 1990 after 2 years at college. I was 18 when that was done. Cocaine dealer. Really. And then I went back to college. These were dated. These are the new qualifications that were given after the sitting guilds. These are the NVQs, and these are actually from 1998. Hang on a second. Yeah, I went back as a mature student. So NVQ level 2, hospitality, catering, hospitality, serving food and drink. South Kent College. And what I had to do is I had to maintain a safe and secure working environment, develop and maintain positive working relationships with customers, create and maintain effective working relationships, etc., etc. I mean, I'm not going to bore you with the facts of what I had to do to qualify to get this qualification. And then we move on to advanced food service, or food service advanced craft, which qualifies me to be supervisory management type member of staff, which I'll go on to in a little while. So we've got an NVQ level 3, advanced catering and serving, blah 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 blah. This is just to certify. This was a college, an internal college certification, where I was running a team at a mayor's annual dinner. This is my national licensee certification, which means I can sell and own a pub and sell alcohol. Straightforward so far. Another basic food hygiene certification. So as you can see, I've had plenty of time to be a kingpin, drug dealing, Al Pacino type person, which apparently I've been before. And one of the things that genuine targeted people have to deal with is slander. As I made a video a little while ago, let's talk about slander. I'm not going to be going into that too much today. But what I did want to show you, for my sins, anybody that has got any doubt that what's the other thing that at the moment I'm on steroids. Can you see the size of me there? It's called food. I like food. I was about 18, 19 stone there. I was huge, and I was actually qualifying for my silver service waiters certificate at college. Everyone see that? How many cocaine kingpins do you know that have got a silver service qualification from college, and I've got pictures of them in their dicky bow tie with a black waistcoat serving silver service to customers in a restaurant? As I say, this information is for the journalists that have apparently been alerted to the situation, and also alerted to the fact that all this will prove that everything's been said to them has been absolute bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. Here's me on a college trip. I think we went to Disney World Paris. And then, after qualifications, qualifying for my as a mature student, I went on to work for Whitbread. I've got my pension information down there. I'm not going to really show you that because that's classified. But after that, after working for Whitbread for a little while, I went in and became a sales consultant for a corporate company. And what my job was doing within that corporate company was arranging. I was a sales and marketing director. Sales and marketing director who used to arrange and produce exhibitions like so. Yeah, that's me. Kingpin. Al Pacino. Now, I don't think any drug dealing person would have a career in sales and marketing as I did. Corporate golf event. I then started my business, and from 2000 to 2001 I was a sole trader, and this is from the 1st of January 2002 to April 2002, this was my first tax paperwork. And as you can see, my first year of trading, there was actually a net loss of £460 in my first few months of trading as a sole trader. 2000, 2001. And then we go through, I don't know where the other paperwork is, but I'm just literally going to go through year by year. So from 2001 right the way through to 2018, I have got accounted accounts that have been logged at Companies House with my registered company, SGM Solutions Limited. And in 2000, I think 2008 is the first one, because the rest of them I don't know, I think they might be in storage. So in 2008, my gross profit was £43,605. So as you can see, over several years I built a very substantial business up, and I was earning quite a nice amount of money, which allowed me to live in a reasonable level of lifestyle. Buying cars, having nice houses, wearing nice Ted Baker suits. Sadly, no importation of cocaine. Really sorry, but I prefer to work for a living. 2008, 2009. Let's see what I earned in 2009. Oh, a little bit down, £42,029. 2009. 2010. Oh, I did a good job. I've kept all this paperwork all these years. Slight drop in 2010. This is when, well, I don't know. Let you make your own mind up. My income, or the gross profit, of the business of my company, SGM Solutions, was £37,154. All logged at Companies House with the taxman, with the government. The same government that have been alerted to the fact about what's been going on with me, but have passed me from pillar to post. So journos, we have got an absolutely fantastic story and report that you can report on, that will hopefully, who knows, highlight the fact of the disgusting situations that are going on in today's society here in the UK. That was 2010. 2011. What did I earn in 2011? Oh, gross profit 2011, £39,191. SGM Solutions Limited, registered, VAT registered company, managing director. No cocaine. No cocaine. No cocaine. No. Sorry, this is quite serious, so I should be a little bit serious, shouldn't I? 2012. This is the year that the fuckery really started showing its face. Still earning £32,928. 2012. 2013. As you can see, the business now is on a downward spiral. 2013 is when all of the fucking horrific stuff was going on. The home invasions, the poisonings, the attacks of the dog, the destruction of property, blah 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 blah. Income went down from 32,000, went down by 10 grand. In 2013 I had £22,458. 2014, yeah, boring. This is boring, but it's got to be done because these journalists need to be able to get the right information. They need to be able to gain factual, precise information so they can report accordingly and correctly. And I must thank the person that's alerted, is it ITV, BBC, The Sun, the police and everyone, of the protest, the peaceful public awareness protest that is still and 100% going forward on the 29th of August, 2 PM outside BBC House, or Broadcasting House in London, outside the BBC this year. Second International TI Day event. So in 2014, 24,246 registered accounts, SGM Solutions Limited, year to 30th of September 2014. These are the crazy fucking years. 2015, £21,767. 2017, the income had dropped from the company down to £11,520. Everyone got that? All you journos out there, all of you doubters out there, all of you dickheads out there, all of you people who like scaring women in their own homes out there, all of you people that are now going to be, hopefully, trying to cover your tracks because I didn't want to do it, but I was forced to because of the female situation in the family, the person contacting my mother, sister-in-law, and then ridiculing by email, which I've got snapshots of, etc, etc. I can't wait for some kind of interaction with other journalists, or maybe even a copper that wants to do his fucking job. Who knows? Who knows? 2017, yeah, so 11,520 quid. 2017, 2018 somewhere, couldn't find it. Got so much fucking paperwork, I don't know where it is, it's on a computer somewhere. So, can anybody please enlighten me that with no criminal record, as I've proved, with factual, evidential certification of college, catering and hospitality qualifications, through certificates that I've shown you, building a business up from a loss in year one, around 2001, up to a nice little income, over £40,000 before it started coming down when the targeting started to become apparent. So, to me, I shouldn't have to put this stuff out. I shouldn't have to prove who I am, what my history is, where I come from, and what I've done throughout my life. But because somebody is completely and utterly obsessed, I think he fancies me. I think he's one of these closet people. But time will tell, because if police do their job correctly, with the amount of information, snapshots, email addresses, YouTube channels, Facebook accounts, etc, 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 hopefully the police will be able to do their fucking job and track these mongrels down and stop them putting the fear of God into female members of my family. I've also had a meeting with my gym manager. I've also had meetings with work colleagues. I've also had meetings with various other people who are fully up to date on the situation at hand. The reason I've done this today, again, is for the sake of anybody that is new to my channel, anybody that has watched some of the slanderous bullshit that's out there about me. This will put the story straight. And if it doesn't, then, well, jog the fuck on, because that is the truth, the whole truth, and full disclosure of my life from a teenager. No cocaine. So it continues and it continues and it continues, but now it's moved on to the next level where now the police and the authorities have been alerted to the situation. If it was just me, then it wouldn't be a problem. I'd have no problem dealing with this myself, because these idiots don't bother me whatsoever. But now my mother and female members in my family are in fear and are anxious about being in their own home through the fear of the threats that this individual is putting out about me and what he's going to do to me and blah 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 blah. And I can't have that. So any journalist that takes the time to watch this video, it's only going to be a short video today, but it was just literally to come on to go through my life from a teenager to now. Hopefully you have all seen the truth. Most of you, my viewers, are good, honest people. Some not so. This specifically was for any of the alerted journalists that hopefully I will be meeting very, very shortly, Alternatively, I will be meeting on the 29th of August outside the BBC for our public awareness protest event for the second International TI Day event. Now, I will keep everybody up to date on the situation with the police, so they will or will not act on this very, very serious case now that is now affecting other members of my family. And I can tell you that there are some very, very angry people in my family that are not best pleased, to say the least. If anything, this has been a gift from my perspective, because what this is actually doing is actually putting out information, rather than me proving it, rather than me proving it with factual evidence. Basically what this will do, it will shut these other mongrels up and hopefully give a proper, true account of my personal situation, and also highlight the fact that there are some very, very nasty, disgusting, psychopathic nutnuts lurking around the internet, lurking around communities in the UK that are doing some very, very disgusting, bad, illegal things. I, luckily, managed to come through the targeting, managed to survive the targeting, and am now an activist and an advocate for the targeted community here in the UK. I like to look at myself as somebody that is doing what should be done, the right thing, helping support, helping expose, helping raise awareness of the targeting, overcoming the slanderous bullshit about me personally by showing you and all of the journalists, as well as everybody else, exactly what today's video is titled. Full disclosure. There's nothing more that I can put, because there is nothing more to put. Simple as that. I will continue being an advocate and an activist for the targeted community here in the UK, and I will 100% still be arranging, organising and attending the second International TI Day public awareness event outside the BBC on the 29th of August at 2 PM. Regardless of what happens from now until then, I will guarantee and promise hand on heart that this event will continue and will move and will be happening regardless. But up to then, I'm sure there's going to be a few more interesting situations that arise, and I will be willing and I'm very, very able to sit down in front of my laptop, as you all well know, and document the fact of what is going on. Today's a little bit of a different video. I did have a topic that I wanted to speak about this week, but because this, I don't know what it is, what they are, has taken this to a level that is completely unacceptable. Not only are they exposing themselves, but they're also exposing the fact that targeting goes on because they're doing it. It may be online abuse to some. They have decided to drag this into the real world. Threat after threat after threat. Phone call after phone call after phone call. Text message after text message after text message. Email after email after. It is absolutely hilarious. And I find it comical, because they're all full of shit. Never, never be in fear of talk. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me or you. Psychological harassment, psychological trauma-based mind control is a reality. Psychological harassment to non-targeted people, i.e. other members of my family, including my mother and my sister-in-laws. Now, No, it's not acceptable. So you failed trying to get to me because you're not clever enough, and that's too strong for you. So you decided to pick on the women. That was probably a silly move, because now it's been reported, and the police are now involved, the authorities are now involved, purely because of the situation with the women in my family. And nothing I can do about that. You know, can you imagine how that makes me feel, having to try and deal with that aspect of my life and my family? But I've got my mother, who is very anxious, sister-in-laws that are very upset and anxious and feel threatened in their own home, brothers, cousins, uncles that are literally fucking... If you want to do some real research, look into my family, and you'll find that we're quite a big, healthy, non-shit taking bunch of people that never back down. I'm a Scorpio, everyone. I cherish the challenge until one of you mugs comes and knocks on my front door. You get nothing. Then it might be a different situation, but what you're doing to the women is unforgivable. You can't get me, so you go after the women. 70-year-old elderly women, harassing them over the phone, harassing them doing this, harassing them doing that. And anybody that doesn't want, is sick of hearing about trolls, how about you go and fuck yourself, unsubscribe from my channel, and go and view something else? Because this is my channel, this is my information, this is my life, this is my family, and I will say what the fuck I want on my channel. So if you don't like it, if it doesn't interest you, if you don't find it entertaining, fuck off and do one, because I've got no time for people like you. But what I have got is plenty of time to organise and put together probably the biggest and first united, targeted person, peaceful public awareness protest the UK has ever seen today, which I will continue doing. And as I've said, it will go ahead, and nothing and nobody will stop me from doing that. I'm very much looking forward to speaking to journalists. I'm very much looking forward to speaking to the police. You know, I'm sure everyone has got far better things to be doing with their lives than putting and listening to stuff like this. I know I've got better things to be doing, but these things have to be done. You know, you cannot allow these kinds of situations to escalate to this now. This is not online abuse. This is physical threats of harm and damage that is causing trauma to elderly women and middle-aged women within my family. Feel free to rip any information out of this video that you want to. It's not a problem, as none of it's a problem. As most of you will know, there are probably hundreds of videos being made about me, and one of the things that I am very curious about is the fact that the timing's quite strange, because it was only when I started talking about organising the first biggest professionally produced public awareness event to start exposing the targeting, the gang stalking that's going on here in the UK, that little motley crew decided to start getting involved in my life. What a coincidence. My life is full of coincidences. Bad luck after coincidence after bad luck after bad luck after coincidence. Coincidence here, coincidence there, coincidences everywhere. Should have been poet, shouldn't I? Anyway, that's about enough for today. I just wanted to put my face out there to alert everyone to the current situation. And like I say, if you're bored, if this doesn't entertain you, this is not supposed to entertain you. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to tell the truth. I'm here to be an advocate for people that have not got the voice to stand up for themselves due to what they've been being put through with their targeting or gang stalking. Yes, the very same gang stalking that ITV reported on back in April from a young lady up in the Liverpool area. I've done a video about it a couple of weeks ago. Gang stalking is becoming a known topic and is being talked about slowly but surely through mainstream media. Can you see now why they need to stop these sorts of protests going forward? Doesn't take a lot of working out, does it? Of course they don't. So that's just about what I wanted to cover today. Like I say, I'm not really. I need to be a little bit careful now about how much content, what content I put out, and until all this police stuff's sorted out and whatever whatever goes on with these muppets are doing what they do. But yeah, you've ticked a few boxes, but I can promise you've ticked the wrong boxes, because now this has become personal, not only to me but to a huge number of people that have been made aware of the situation, because now they have been in some which way or fashion affected by it. So now it's not only me that you need to worry about. You need to worry about a whole other bunch of people that are fully aware of me, my life, what I've done, what I've been through, my qualifications, my college days, my working as a civil service waiter and a barman for Whitbread, and my apparent steroid abuse and drug trafficking bullshit. Slander is the only way that they can come up with to cover this stuff up. It's pretty obvious that they are getting very, very desperate. Like that fool. I'm getting a bit worried. I'm not gay. I've got nothing against gay people, but this bloke needs to come out of the closet. Now, you need to stop stalking people online that you fancy, because not everyone are gay. Not everyone wants your advances, and because they get shunned, there's no need to turn nasty about it, is there really? Hello. Each to their own. But the situation is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about the report going into the police about this man. All the evidence has been put in place. All the evidence has been marked and documented and dated. So let's see where we go from here, shall we? Just wanted to put a big shout out to every one of my regular viewers, all of the targeted people out there that are still suffering and hopefully are still and will be willing to attend at the protest. I will 100% be there, whether I'm standing there on my own or whether I'm standing there with everybody that has told me that they will be coming. This event's going to be the biggest event and the most eye-catching, let's leave it there, shall we, event that the UK has ever seen. We have contacted ITV, as have certain people, informing them of my cocaine importation history, which is non-existent. No evidence to prove that, but the evidence that I've shown you today proves the fact that all this bullshit has done one thing. It's given me more exposure, which is great. I cherish exposure. Positive or negative, it all counts. So I'm looking forward to speaking to not only the authorities, I'm also looking forward to speaking to these, is it the Sun, the BBC, ITV, the Metropolitan Police, and I think the only person he missed out was fucking Donald Trump. Maybe I should send him an email. Maybe I should send him a copy of my evidence stack. And so it goes on. So, I trust you're all doing well. I trust you're all keeping safe. Please remember, the event will be going forward. The peaceful public awareness protest outside the BBC will 100% be going on, will be happening on the 29th of August at 2 p.m. 10 a.m. there will be a meetup site that will be advertised closer to the date. But as far as I'm concerned, nothing's happened. Nothing's changed apart from some lovely new banners I've just had done. Ooh. Gang stalking is a crime, people. Targeting people is a crime, people. Human rights violations is not acceptable in today's society. So let's see what the rest of this year brings. Let's see what the 29th of August brings. Be very, very interested. Getting quite excited. Not quite as excited as ever, but I'm sure I'll be getting quite excited when the when whatever else happens. So yeah, no threats from me. Yeah, I'm not going to start threatening people. It's not what I do. I'm not going to start chucking accusations about people that I've got no evidence to back up. But I can guarantee you this. You want to threaten my mother? You want to ridicule my sister-in-law? One of them particularly is not very well. Now, you chuck the gauntlet down and I've well and truly picked you up. So you continue with your finger pointing videos and all of your, it sounds like you've got emphysema or something. You know, you're having trouble breathing, and the certain references that I've taken stock of pretty much proves to me that you're quite an elderly man. So it shouldn't be too hard for the authorities or the powers that be to track you down. Whether they do, whether they don't, it's pretty irrelevant to me. What I am concerned with is having female members being scared by anonymous callers to their homes, which is illegal, doxing online, which is illegal, physical threats of violence is illegal. The crime list goes on and on and on. Now, if people can't see this as a form of targeting, then you need to go and check yourself, because how much more convincing does anybody need that these bunch of morons are very, very real, but they only exist in here for most. But now they've moved out of the virtual reality land and they've encroached physically into my family, speaking to people in my community, speaking to my gym manager or person at the gym, but didn't really do you a lot of favours, to be honest. Not while I'm in a workout. You know, what was it you said? Oh, geez, you're from Shane, fucking good, yeah, you fucking bastard, yeah. I fucking move. If you can move that fucking gym, and then I'll move to that gym, and I'll phone you that gym, and that gym. You foolish fucking idiot. Anyway, that's enough about that. Journos, you've got it all there. Feel free to contact me. Shane at targeteduk.com. Anybody wants to look at the website, www.targeteduk.com. Me, I don't hide. Me, I don't scare easily. So please continue with your rampant ramblings, because the more evidence, the more videos that are made, the more opportunities there will be to track and trace and then prosecute. This is not a game. I do find things amusing, like them fools, but this is far from a game. Now, we're talking about people's lives that are at stake here, and physical threats or violence bounce me up and down the road. Now, in a text message the other day, you said you wanted to unload on me. Now that has got to be the gayest thing I've ever heard or ever received in a text message. It made me want to puke. That's disgusting. But it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that. So that's enough for today. 40 minutes, fact-filled, evidence-backed up. All of this information can all be backed up. Factual evidence. Proof against slander. Yin against yang. Light against dark. What will be, and there's nothing I can do to change that. But I can continue, and I will continue, to be a voice for the targeted community here in the UK for as long as I choose to. That is my choice and nobody else's. So I trust you're all doing well. I trust you're all remaining safe. I very much look forward to seeing and meeting as many of you down at the protest in August as I possibly can. I'm away next weekend, so there won't be a video next weekend. It'll be the following weekend. I'm not going to explain where, I'm not going to explain why, but because it'll only just feed these idiots. So I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can with another video, hopefully giving you an update on what the police have done when it comes down to the threats that and harassment that other members of my family are now receiving from a dickhead who has failed to do his darndest to upset me. Silly boy, silly boy. Stay strong, people. Remain defiant. Any journalists out there that need to contact me, please contact me directly. Shane at Targeted UK. You can leave a comment on the video. You can contact me through my comment section on the website. And that just about sums up today's video. So you stay strong, people. Remain defiant. Don't fret. This public awareness event is going forward. Do not be scared of. Psychological fear is just an emotion of an event that hasn't even taken place. Do not allow yourself to be psychologically harassed and damaged so you foul not only yourself but the community by not attending this event in August. United, we are strong. On our own, isolated, completely the opposite. Stay strong. Thanks for watching, and I'll very much look forward to getting back to you at some stage in the next week or two with another video giving you an update on the current situation. Until then, this is Shane Gibbs. Targeted survivor from the UK. Stay strong, peeps. Keep them peeled. And I'll get back to you real soon. Take care. Bye for now.